OK, let's talk Nicholas Anelka now at Upton Park. Yesterday, he's made it onto the front page of a lot of papers, including The Independent on Sunday this morning, with that extraordinary gesture, which The Independent on Sunday say he's accused of an anti-Semitic gesture during that goal celebration, his first goal at Upton Park. They drew 3-3. He scored twice yesterday, Martin. He's defended it and said it's in tribute to his comedian friend in France. It's known as Le Quenelle. What, in your view, was he doing and what was he thinking?
This is a comedian friend who is currently facing a ban from performing in France by the French government for making anti-Semitic remarks, for taking money from Iran to further anti-Semitic causes, for providing succour to far-right groups who engage in anti-Semitic activity. It is an absolute disgrace. Anelka knew exactly what he was doing. He was making a gesture in support of his friend, he says. This is a friend who's banned or faces ban for his conduct. When Luis Suarez said what he said to Patrice Evra, we were told it was not the meaning, it was the words. If the words themselves give offence, therefore you have committed a racist act. This gesture caused grave offence in France, not in England. He can't claim he was doing it something which is acceptable in his own country. It's something which is clearly, by the actions of the French government, utterly unacceptable in his own country. Nicholas Anelka must be banned for a minimum of 5 games by the FA under FA rules. There is no way round it. There is no defence. There is no excuse.
But you're saying that this has caused outrage and it's offensive in France, but to most of the people at Upton Park, most of the people who've seen this goal celebration...
Doesn't matter.
OK. But most people watching the Premier League in England wouldn't have been aware of this,
I'm sure
of this gesture.
But that's not the point. I'm sorry. The Premier League is beamed around the world.
Yeah.
This is becoming a gesture which, particularly in the francophone world, is a code word for anti-Semitism. It is simple as that. He knew exactly what he was doing.
He'll get 5 or 6 games. I agree. The thing is, how old is he? 34. If he'd been 18, it wouldn't be an excuse, but you could have written it off as just stupid behaviour from a teenager. But he's surely old enough to know better. He's 34 years old and he's doing something.
It was quite interesting because obviously when this storm broke, I sort of dipped into sort of Twitter, and obviously it was a sort of raging torrent. West Brom fans trying to sort of defend him and support their club, so they're obviously not defending the action. And I do have some sympathy for West Brom as a club, because anyone knows the sort of the history of football clubs battling intolerance. West Brom, were very much in the forefront of that in the 70s and 80s and onwards. So I've got sympathy for the club. Absolutely no sympathy for Anelka. I agree with the guys totally. He's an intelligent individual. He's an experienced individual. He would have known the significance of this. It's quite interesting last night, going back into the sort of what was going on in social media, is that one of the guys who works with FIFA, although he was tweeting as an individual, he tweeted the new FIFA disciplinary guidelines, and I'm now an expert on this, Article 58.1. It is just completely about issues like that, and it's minimum 5-game bans. And I think one of the Croatian players got 10. Simit's got 10.
That was appealing to the Ustazi,
Yeah. What was very interesting is when the Football Association, said it's going to be 5 games. When we were sort of talking to them a year ago, they're saying 5 games, but actually anything involving intolerance will be 10 games. So I take your point. It could be 5 or 6. It could easily be more. And it'd be interesting to see whether he plays for West Brom again.